This video is sponsored by Squarespace, but I'll tell you more about them later. Hi, I'm Jono, and if you're new here, I do pencil drawings. So I've been taking stock of a couple things that I've learned over the last couple of years, and I've gotten into a lot of blocks over the years and managed to try and get my way out of them. And I thought that I'd kind of compile a little bit of a list of things, more for myself maybe than anyone else, but it's really nice to write down these steps that I can kind of bring myself through and to see how everything connects to each other in order to like breathe life and energy into my drawing practice. So I'm going to share some of those with you. I've often found myself feeling stuck in my drawing practice, and I constantly try and figure out new ways to come back to it. A lot of what it comes down to is the energy that you have to actually produce work. And I think that it can be really easy for life to drag you down a bit and sap your energy, and you just never really have time after work to sit in front of your drawing table and get stuff done. And I think one of the things to be mindful of with your energy reserves is that what you draw, your subject matter, can actually give you energy. And I think that's kind of the crux behind this lesson, which has helped me get through quite a couple blocks before, and that is to draw what I love. Looking back on the video I did with Jess, where she was drawing a portrait of her gran, there were some really incredible moments where she started speaking into why that portrait was so important. And I'm not sure if this was her experience, but I think that drawing something that is so important to you becomes the source of energy, becomes something that at the end of your workday, when you're looking to just relax and wind down, your artistic practice can become one of the things that does that for you rather than something that drains it. And I think that that's quite a special thing to be aware of. And the way that looks can look different for many people. So it can be some pretty abstract things which can become quite exciting when you think about it. So for example, I really love silence from time to time. And when you think about trying to draw silence, that becomes a really interesting challenge. And I think that that's something that can give you energy to try and capture something that's a little bit out of the box. It doesn't have to be that obvious. It can be the ocean, or it can even be gaming with your friends. It also doesn't have to be poetic at all. That adds on to the next one, which is spending time with your medium, building your relationship with your medium. So if it's pencil or charcoal or paint, you're spending time familiarizing yourself. I've spent the last 13 years working with pencil, still learning about it. I'm still approaching it with a curious mind, and it's still challenging me. Whenever I walk through an art shop and I find a new tool or something, it almost ignites a new passion for that medium. I suppose there is a piece of expectation management in this as well, where I'll see something new, I'll see a new technique or something on YouTube, or I'll find a new tool in an art shop. And then I imagine that this thing will make life easy. I imagine that it'll take this thing that took hours and hours and turn it into minutes, which is never true. And I constantly have to reframe my state of mind. Coming back into time with the medium is time well spent. That's time spent with myself, and that's time spent with this extension of myself creating some other kind of expression. And no matter what, that's valuable in some way. I've got tons of drawings that I just keep in drawers, and their purpose was never to be seen by anyone. It was just a small idea that I had, and it didn't work out, and it turns into time spent with the medium or time spent playing, almost viewing drawing like playing in a sandbox. And it's not really about the finished result. It's just about finding an excuse to apply the medium to a canvas or to a piece of paper. I think one of the main things that helped me with the idea of time spent with the medium is valuable no matter what was running and climbing. With both of those sports, time spent running on your feet is valuable. With climbing, time spent on the wall, just getting used to how your body responds to the bouldering problem in front of it is useful. You develop this muscle memory, this relationship with your body trying to perform a certain task, and it's, even if you're failing, it's really valuable. You're gaining knowledge. And that also changed my relationship with my artistic practice. That, I think, also ties into the next thing. Your life informs a lot of your artistic practice. And I know that sounds obvious. Let me just explain what I mean by that. And that's more the different hobbies that you have, the different things that you spend infiltrate the way that you express yourself. So using the metaphor of running and climbing, teaching me something around drawing and managing my expectations around that is something that I could never have guessed would happen. The more exposure that I've had to different things allows for new opportunities to reframe the challenges that I face with my artistic practice. It doesn't have to be something outdoorsy or something difficult. It can even just be a new game that I'm playing, or trying out a meditation practice, or watching TED Talks, or something that is a little bit more stimulating. Even reading a different genre of books can absolutely change the way that you view your practice. There's all these opportunities to light up neurons and to make new connections. And it's about experiencing those new things and applying it back into this practice, which is just an extension of yourself. It's this form of expression. Before I end this video, I just want to give a quick shout out to this video sponsor, Squarespace. I've been working with them for a couple of years now, and they've played a huge role in my career, not only in sponsoring these videos and helping me maintain this channel, but more importantly, early on in my career, I was looking for a way to showcase my work and make it easy for collectors to find me and get in touch with me. And I felt that Squarespace did that effortlessly. I never had to patch or upgrade anything. I could register a domain with them and set up an online store. And most importantly, I could design a portfolio and show my work the way that I wanted to. Also, every time I got stuck, their amazing support team helped me out instantly. So if you're looking at building a website, give Squarespace a try. And if you decide that you love them, use this offer code and get 10% off your first purchase. I hope that this video can just help, maybe just inspire a little bit of action and give a bit of energy into your creative practice. Let me know if it helps, leave a like. If it does, it helps the channel out in a huge way. As always, thanks for the support, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.